Today's math strategy video is on understanding area. So what is area? Well, area is the number of square units that make up a flat surface. So some of the things that we can use area to measure would be a carpet. We can also measure tiles with area. Rugs, wallpaper, about if we're painting a wall, we would measure the wall with area. We can measure fabric. It's used for curtains. All of these things, we're going to use area to measure them. So you can see that a lot of these things have to do with things that we see in a house. So somebody that was building a house would use the area every day. So let's look at this model that we have right here. Let's say that this might represent a kitchen floor. So this might represent our tiles, okay? Now area is measured in square units. So let's say that this represented, each one of these tiles represented 1 square foot. So this would be 1 square unit. So we'll say we're going to measure it in feet. Okay, so each one is 1 foot. That means it would be 1 foot this way and then 1 foot here. That would be, remember, 12 inches. So let's see how many square feet this kitchen tile floor might be. So how I can find that is I can just count how many squares I see. So what I'm going to do to count them is I'm going to count how many rows there are and then how many columns. So I have 1, 2, let me just write them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 rows. So 5 rows. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 columns. 5 rows of 7 columns. Okay, so if I have 5 rows and 7 columns, I'm going to say 5 times 7. And I'm going to think that's probably 35 feet squared, because each one of these represents a foot. So that would be, we measure that in feet squared because we're making a square. Let's count and make sure. So right here we'd have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. So this would be 35 feet squared. But let's look at another problem about area. So this one says Kayla has a different figure, Kayla has a figure with 18 square units. Akeem has a figure with 3 rows of 5. Okay, Akeem says his figure has a greater area. Is he correct? So what we're going to do to find out who is correct, we're going to build their figures. So we're going to build Kayla's right here. It said that Kayla's figure was 18 square feet. So I'm going to pull 18 of these tiles out. So right here would be 6. So I think that if I made 3 rows of 6, I would have the 18 squares that I would need. So this would be 2 rows of 6. That'd be 12. So one more row. Here we go. This would be my 18 squares. Let's look at our values. It says area 18. So there's my 18 squares. Now, Akeem said that he had 3 rows of 5. Well, he didn't tell us how many squares he had. He just said 3 rows of 5. So I'm going to build the 3 rows of 5. There's 3 rows of 2. Three rows of 4. And then 3 rows of 5. So let's see, 3 rows of 5. So I would have 5, 10, 15. So Akeem's area would actually only be 15. So actually, Kayla's is bigger. Hers is larger. So, and it's larger because she has 6 columns where Akeem only has 5. So if I added one more, they would both be equal. But since this one was only 3 rows of 5, Kayla's figure would actually be larger. So that is the end of today's math strategy video.